Is Embiid getting a little bit of an unfair rep for dodging big opponents on the road?
I think so. I think he's done it before. I think, I didn't watch the Toronto game, the one before this where he played. I've heard he was kind of laboring or whatnot. And I've heard other people say he was fine or whatnot. I don't know. But if he has an ankle injury, you got to be careful. Right. And if
Yeah,
you're the Sixers, that's your ticket. That's how you're going to win a championship is with him, or at least get out of the second round. And I think that's the important thing. I think people are being a little bit harsh on Embiid in that sense. I understand it. I understand the optics of it and how it looks and things like that. But the dude's putting up crazy numbers and everybody's all mad, like, do it against somebody that matters. Well, like, he doesn't control the schedule. That's really something he can't handle. And then when they played Minnesota, he beat the brakes off those guys. And
that's right.
I think that's something that we don't really kind of give him. We don't want to give him credit, and it's what we do, Dave. Right? You have to do it in the playoffs, which is
That's
fair.
right.
But like we that's really the thing now. It's he's hit the pat the head, kind of
It's
deal.
true.
And I think
Although
it's a bit unfair because he's having a great regular season, has improved his passing and everything.
I will say this, the bum hunting thing is funny, but also he gets to play Detroit and Charlotte all the time and the Wizards. Like, that's not his fault. He's in
It's the
Philadelphia.
schedule.
Yeah,
We'd
he
be
can't
killing
help it.
them if he was struggling. He's doing what he's supposed to against these guys.
Yeah. All
Like,
right. So let's talk about this game a little bit. Mo, if you were doing a redraft, I don't know if you do those. If you were doing a redraft of this year's draft, where would Jaime Jaquez go for you?
well, one, he went to dumb school, so I probably wouldn't draft him just off of that.
Listen, he's not going to Miami, that's for sure.
No, he's going
This
much
guy is
higher.
good.
This was all these teams that passed on him. It's pretty surprising, but it's again, this is one of those guys, 4-year player, very mature. It's a perfect landing spot for him being Miami. But like, this is a guy that can just flat out play. And even looking at you, Portland, like this is a guy you could have had that would have been a good piece for you in the future with this squad. Like, I'm sorry, like with the group you have, like he's great toughness for you guys, could probably fit right in with the team that you have and really help you along your rebuild. But that's a podcast for another day, and Portland fans can scream about it later. The kid can flat out play. He's
Let
tough.
me.
He's mature.
How about this? Here's a list of names, Mo. Okay. Wilt Chamberlain, Oscar Robertson, Patrick Ewing, Walt Bellamy, and Jaime Jaquez, the only rookies to have 30 points and 10 rebounds on Christmas Day.
Dave, he showed everything in this game. Knocked down shots, had some mid-post stuff, some stuff in transition, was making some passes. Some of the shots didn't go in for a proper amount of assists and whatnot for him. And then the other thing, defensively, he was all over the place. Guarding Tobias Harris, switching on to Maxey, and really kind of, I thought he just showed everything he does in that one game. And this was a nice little coming out party for people. If they watching this game on Christmas Day, like on a national TV stage, he really stepped up.
Every year, there are guys like Jaime Jaquez that, he's not a one and done guy. A bad team can't take this guy, Mo. You can't have a really good, ready to go young player on a bad team. They've got to take a bad player and hope he gets to be this good one day. I mean, it's just incredible. Bam Adebayo also was awesome in this game. Mo, what's the stat line? No one's ever done before.
I mean, it was he's joined his stat line of, excuse me,
26 points, 15 rebounds, 5 assists, 3 blocks.
Yeah, that stat line has only been done by 2 other players in the NBA. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar and Shaquille O'Neal on Christmas Day, I think was the caveat.
I love a good Christmas Day stat.
I mean, but that's impressive. Like that's highly impressive stuff with no Jimmy Butler on a night like this. And I know Embiid, all that stuff we could do. Like that was a nice him stepping up. And I think that's a strong level of what he does. And I think defensively, just solid. Again, man, like this Miami team is the team that just will never die. And I think everybody just better get used to it. And that's the case we're just going to have to deal with.